Alright, back on the spirit board, we have Meryl Silverberg from Metal Gear Solid. So Meryl is the daughter of Roy Campbell. She appears in the original Metal Gear Solid game, and also its remake. And, yeah, at one point in the game, she is actually shot and wounded by Sniper Wolf. Hence why this battle has us taking high damage at random intervals, to imply that we're being sniped at. Over here, we have Owen. Owen, in Fire Emblem Awakening, is the time-traveling son of Lisa, and whoever you pair with Lisa. And Owen's deal is that he is a sword fighter who loves posing, hence the taunting. Here, we have Meloetta, a mythical Pokemon introduced in Generation 5. In its Aria form, Meloetta is a Psychic-type Pokemon who is able to fight using its voice. It is able to sing fight, so to speak. And its alternate form is actually a Dancer form, where it becomes a fighting type also, and is able to take you down with dance moves. The reason we have a bunch of Jigglypuff representing Meloetta here is because Jigglypuff is kind of like the OG singing Pokemon. The Pokemon who itself is built entirely around putting enemies to sleep with its singing. That is also one of the reasons that we have a sleepy floor. Thankfully, I have filled my Pokemon up with coffee, so they aren't going to be falling asleep anytime soon. I think I have anyway. If I haven't, I've just been tactful about touching that floor. And there we go. Nice. Next up, we have Zeke. Zeke is one of the drivers appearing in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. His blade is named Pandoria, and Pandoria is known for her electric abilities, hence why we have the electric floor, and Bayonetta, whose overall appearance is very Pandoria-esque. On top of that, Zeke has a finishing move named Sonic Thunder Slash, which functions very similarly to Cloud's Omni Slash, hence why Cloud's Final Smash very well could have activated there. Here is P.T. Piranha, as he appears in Mario Strikers. So yeah, the music playing right now is football music from a football game, and in this battle where we're taking on an Ivysaur, a bunch of footballs are going to spawn in. Now, for those of you wondering why Ivysaur and not, the Piranha Plant, none of the DLC characters are actually represented in Spirit Battles because, well, within the plot of the game, Gleam never zapped them. They weren't there amongst the group of characters at first, so they are safe. Here is Tatanga. Tatanga is an alien, and also the final boss of Super Mario Land, and one of the bosses in Super Mario Land 2, in the Space Zone. Tatanga likes to ride around in a little ship, hence why we have Morton, who himself likes to ride around in his little clown car. The music is from Super Mario Land, and the stage represents a floating rock in space. Here, we have Zipper T Bunny. Now, I've not yet gotten onto the Animal Crossing train, but New Horizons Discourse caught fire around Easter when Zipper T Bunny hit the game and flooded it with Easter eggs. Not like fun Easter eggs, but like intrusive Easter eggs that actually kind of ruined the game for a bit. There were so many memes from people who fucking hated this bunny who would come in and ruin their games. And I love that. Looking at him, he's a creepy, unblinking nightmare also. Anyway, here is Captain Syrup. Captain Syrup is basically Wario's rival, appearing in the Wario Land series. In this particular instance, we have Bayonetta playing Captain Syrup. The ship we're on is representing her own pirate ship, the SS Teacup. And the big DDD is representing the final boss of Wario Land 3, a big F off Genie. Anyway, Genie's dead, so Yep, it's now just a case of giving Captain Syrup a big dang hits. There we go. Taking out a Wario Land character with a WarioWare character. Here are the geckos as they appear in Metal Gear Solid 4. Geckos are not quite Metal Gears, they're not designated as Metal Gears. However, they are essentially, you know, walking mechas, and they are infantry vehicles. Whereas Metal Gears generally have nuclear armaments attached, geckos will essentially hop around and do close-range damage. Seeing Raiden slice one of them up is the first time we got to see Raiden as a ninja, which is why this battle feels all the more fitting. There we go. Here is Mega Charizard X, one of Charizard's 2 Mega Evolutions, the other being Mega Charizard Y. Mega Charizard X is incredibly fucking powerful and finally makes Charizard a Dragon type, a Fire and Dragon type, which is a brutal typing. I had a lot of fun using a Mega Charizard X in my own Pokemon team, but Mega Charizard X's first appearance is the one I find the most notable. He first appeared in the Pokemon miniseries, Pokemon Origins, which was a retelling of Pokemon Generation 1, but with the actual protagonist from the game being Competence. So not like Ash Ketchum from the anime, who's a fucking idiot. You know, an actual skilled trainer, and it was an amazing series, and the big twist at the end was that, yeah, Mega Charizard X appeared to take down Mewtwo. Here, keeping on the Pokemon train, is Pyukumuku. Pyukumuku is a Water-type Pokemon, introduced in Generation 7. Pyukumuku is really fucking weird. When you think water Pokemon, like pure Water-type, you generally think of a fish. Like, most plain Water-type Pokemon are fish or other such aquatic life, you know. But Pyukumuku is like a weird-ass fucking sea cucumber who is able to attack you with its internal organs, which is fucking disgusting. Yeah, it just kind of opens up its anus, which is on its mouth, and then just its internals come out, and as you can see in the battle there, it came out as a big dang fist to start punching. Yeah, Pyukumuku's always made me feel very uncomfortable. It's a fucking weird Pokemon. There goes you. And there goes you. Moving on quickly. Here is Ayumi Takebana, appearing in the Famicom Detective Club, an NES and SNES detective series. She's actually just an assistant detective, but like with many of the detective characters appearing in Smash, she's being represented by a fog slowly appearing to represent the inherent mystery. But as per usual, I'm actually quite good at fighting in the fog, so it's just a case of running away until your name pops up and then running back in. Here is another Pokemon, Tornadus, a Generation 5 legendary and part of the Kami trio, along with Landorus and Thundurus. Tornadus, until Generation 8 with the addition of Rookidee and Corvisquire, was for the longest time the only pure flying type Pokemon, not counting Pokemon who can change their types. And yeah, I'm a little sad that he lost that claim to fame, because that made him very unique as a Pokemon. Competitively, he pales in comparison to Landorus, though, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. Here we have the Putty. The Putty are a race of people appearing in the Magical Star Sign series, or, to bring it back to the previous video, Putty appears in Magical Vacation, so that explains the choice of stage once again, with all the animal characters in the background. Putty as a spirit actually did appear earlier in this LP, as he was a prize for one of the in-game challenges. However, yeah, by unlocking him on the challenge boards, I do get to battle him on the spirit boards. So there we are. And speaking of a spirit we already have, here is DJ KK. We had to summon him before, but now he appears on the spirit board for it. DJ KK is KK as he appears in City Folk. Once again, just, you know, scratching them discs and rocking that club. Dropping all of the basses. Yes, I am a professional DJ, thank you for asking. And yeah, there he goes. Nice. Here, we have the spirit of Gelonzo, not to be confused with Gelfonzo. Gelonzo and Gelfonzo are both Splatoon characters who run shops, but the difference between them is that Gelonzo is very hip and modern, wearing that snapback cap, and Gelfonzo is very old-fashioned, so the clothing that the two of them sell represent that dichotomy. For this particular battle, we are battling the both of them, working together. And the poisonous floor isn't really in reference to anything they do in-game, more to the fact that, you know, they are jellyfish. So, you know, the floor is stingy. Do not get stung. But yeah, like I said before, I now have the Gruntilda spirit, so poison not only doesn't affect me, but actually buffs me at this point. So yeah, poison floors are actually something of a boon for me. Here, we have Kyogre, one of the legendary Pokemon appearing in Generation 3. Kyogre is the king of the seas, and when reverted to its primal state, it threatens to essentially drown the entire world. Now, Kyogre in Smash, when it appears from a Pokeball, it can hurt you if you hit it directly. But more prominently, it will just, you know, squirt water at you. And in Smash Bros, water, notoriously, doesn't do any damage. So, yeah, as long as you don't let yourself get blown away by its hydro pumps, this fight is easy as heck. Here is, once again, a spirit we already have, Hector. Hector is one of the lords in Fire Emblem 7. And he does appear briefly in Fire Emblem 6, the sequel game, but he unfortunately dies in that, so yeah. Playing Fire Emblem in in release order, as opposed to chronological order, makes Hector a really sad character, because he's so lovable in 7. He's such a cool guy, and he, you know, leads one of the main campaigns, alongside Eliwood and Lyn. But yeah, you know he's gonna die. No matter what you do, no matter who you pair him up with to make, you know, Lilina's mother fit in with your canon, it's always going to end badly, so yeah. It's interesting, the link between Fire Emblem 6 and 7. The fact that they are a sequel and a prequel, respectively, means that the support system in 7 dictates who is related to who in 6, and I feel like that played a big part in inspiring Awakening with its time-traveling kids mechanic, where you can pair two characters together and their child will pop in from the future. In this case, I actually did pair together Hector and Lyn, so, you know, this battle, in my mind, is a spar between husband and wife. And it's not going particularly well for me, because while his moves are very predictable and deliberate, they're also kind of a pain in the ass to deal with playing a Zero Suit, who I'm terrible with, so I think I've got a good thing going here, just shooting past all the axes. Fuck! Oh god. Maybe a little bit of a laser blast is what I need here. That didn't do piss. Alright, well, just need to be extra careful during this last little stretch now. Oh god. Oh god. Oh, Jesus. Oh god, it's like spam versus spam right here. Just need to find my opportunity to maybe dart in and get a hit. There we go. There we go. And got him. Woo, that was one hell of a battle right there. Okay, fusion time. Putting together the cheerleaders along with the detective high school girl. Weirdly, I don't think this one really works. Gives us Mona, the pizza delivery girl from WarioWare. Not sure about that one. Putting together Huey from Paper Mario and a blooper from Mario. A squid and, you know, an ink-based character. Gives us one of the Inklings from Splatoon. Putting together the Fatal Frame girls with Pitch the Burb. Gives us a pair of Burb sisters. We get Pelly and Phyllis from Animal Crossing. Or Phyllis and Pelly, sorry. Got that billing wrong. Upgrading, we have Primal Kyogre. Much like we did with Groundon when we upgraded him. On top of that, we can upgrade the Waddle Dee into a character who lots of people actually wanted in this game, Bandana Waddle Dee.